And okay, now she's here coming. A noise skill today you're about note taking your learning, and that is to having a question mark in your note taking. Suppose you are listening to a speaker, you are listening to a lecture, and you didn't understand some points. Okay, for example, you didn't understand Hurricane Katrina. It happened when 2000 when you missed the point. Don't be disappointed, don't be sad. You can just make a question mark behind that sentence, like there's one in here. Why? Because later on in their discussion, again they will refer back to this point. Again they will talk again they will talk about Hurricane Katrina. And this time you can listen carefully, and then you can come back. Hurricane Katrina, it happened in 2011, suppose, or it happened in 2010. So this is a base technique that you don't miss anything in the lecture. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Michelle, am I clear? Because you joined late. Okay, she again just like, so this is how we take notes, and you don't miss anything. Like there's one, you can just make a signal. For example, he missed Hurricane Katrina. For example, Hurricane Katrina happened, missed the year. He doesn't understand in which year. Then at the end, he when the speaker again talks about Hurricane Katrina, he again mentions the year. Then he
Yes, sir.
understand, it is in 2011, or it is in 2000, suppose in 2020. Is that clear? That is why
Yes, sir.
that's why he make a signal like this line in here. You know, it coming to this point. It points back. It refers back here. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good.
No, sir.
Okay, Michelle, we were talking about
Because I joined the class now.
okay, yeah, sure. I'm going to explain it again. In note taking,
Listen.
yeah, in note taking, sometime you miss something.
Hello.
Sometime, we understand you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Sometimes you miss a note, or your note is not complete. For example, Hurricane Katrina happened in which year? You didn't understand the year. You missed the year. Don't be afraid. Just make a question mark behind your sentence. It means this note is not complete. Okay, so you continue listening to the lecture and taking notes. At the end, or maybe in the middle, the lecturer again will talk about Hurricane Katrina and when it happened. This time you have to take it, it happened in 2005. Then just take a note and make a line, like this line arrow in here, refer back to this year. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And I hope the others you have to do yourself, and these lectures you have to do by yourself, and because they're taking a little bit more time. And now there is another nice things discussed in here. In here, keywords and thought groups. Okay. Have we discussed about stress in the previous section? What do you mean by stress?
In a sentence.
Yeah.
No, we didn't discuss, but I think it means in which letter of the word it come stress, and our voice becomes slow or low or up. I don't know.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
When do you stress in a sentence?
When we know. We know
Teacher,
that our voice
okay, continue.
become loud or become low.
It is okay. Become loud. That's okay. And Miss
Yes,
Hadi,
sir.
I
when
think
we
And
it's,
sometimes, teacher,
we know that
sometimes we need
it's the
to
stress.
okay,
you
continue.
need
I
to
got you.
continue the sentences, and we need to take a we need to stop and take a brief, teacher.
Okay,
بخواد نفس خودت تازه کنه.
it's okay, but you stress on a word we discussed before. I'm talking about before the previous lectures. Okay, we stressed on a word which is very important in our sentence. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now,
When it's important in a sentence.
sure. When it's important, you stress. You say in a louder voice. Okay. But
Sir, but we have kind of a what was that? Stress.
Sure, we have
Yeah.
different points, but one way which is very important, which is very famous, and everybody do the things, is when something is important, they stress it louder.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
For example, I want to go to Kabul. So Kabul in my sentence is very important. I stress on Kabul. Okay. Or let me say in another word. I am going to Kabul. It means going to in here is very important.
Going, yeah.
So I'm stressing on that word. Now, today you're learning another skill. That is actually about.
Yes, sir.
Pause. Speaker always make a brief pause. I hope you understand what is pause.
Yes, sir.
It means they stop. Okay.
Stop. Yes, sir.
Yeah. When you hear a pause, you have a moment to focus on the key words you have just heard. Is it clear? And you can prepare for a new information to follow. Suppose, let me just read the example. The topic of today's class. I take a pause, and now I'm just talking. I'm just remembering. I'm just focusing on the topics on the keyword. What is the keyword here? Topic is the keyword. Okay, so I'm preparing for new information about the topic. What will be next? What's something about the topic? And is reducing risks. See, is reducing risk is what? It's a topic. Again, I'm focusing on this keyword. I'm waiting what the next information could be. From natural hazard, reducing skill, and that is natural hazards. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
So when someone is pausing, you have to focus on the keywords and wait for the new information that's coming. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And you have to prepare what is coming, what kind of information is coming here. Let's do this exercise as well. The rest is your homework. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now listen to the statements and questions from the lecture. Use a slash to mark the speaker's pause in each sentence. Listen again and circle the most important words in each thought group. Note that punctuation indicating a pause has been removed. First of all, I'm going to play. You have to make a thought group. We have to separate them with a slash. Is that clear? For the first time. And I will play the second time as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me just find the audio here. Just audio unit. What's the page number?
118.
118. Listen carefully. Just use the slash to separate thought groups.
Unit 12, page 118. Hear the language. Part A. Listen. 1.
Notice I said natural hazards, not natural disasters.
2.
3 prime examples of this are the earthquake in Pakistan in 2005, Hurricane Katrina in the US in the same year, and the tsunami in the Indian Ocean in 2004.
Let's start with the first one. Can you tell me the thought group, Sharifa, the first sentence?
No, notes I say natural hazards. Here we use slash.
Great.
Because he posts
Good.
not natural disasters.
Okay, that's okay. The second sentence, Heidi.
Sir, three prime example of this are we use a pause or slash. Yes, three earthquake in Pakistan in 2005, Hurricane Katrina, and in the US we use a slash.
Okay.
Before in the US. In the same year, at the tsunami in the Indian Ocean in 2004.
Oh, in here,
I don't know, teacher.
After 2005, Pakistan as well, you bring a slash because he paused here as well, okay?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes.
Okay, let me just stop the recorder.
The first, I think, the first slash come after